What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another rendition, the 10th rendition of Commander Caucus Live. I appreciate you guys spending your Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, late evening, turning into night. You don't know how long we're going to go today, pause. But I appreciate you spending your Wednesday with us over here at Bleeding B&G, the 10th rendition of Commander Caucus Live. And to be honest, Kevo already beat me to the punch. Shout out to my man Kevo, because Kevo already beat me to the punch. Let me go ahead and pull it up. Kevo done already beat me to the punch because in a while, in a minute, if you've been a day one Bleeding B&G fan, you guys know. Last year we started our mock draft Monday series where we did a mock draft every Monday on the live stream on the channel, leading up to the 2025 NFL draft. Well, we might start turning Commander Caucus Live into a mock Wednesday special, into a mock draft Wednesday special, because like Kevo said, dog, this shit really sucks. This shit really sucks because last week, y'all know if y'all been tapped into Bleeding B&G, they told me that I was acting like the world was ending, the sky was falling. Well, how we feeling now? What's the temperature in the room now? Not only did we have another loss where we lost by more than 3 scores, but also our franchise boy, the golden boy, matter of fact, you'll be back. You'll be back. I was about to go pray, but y'all niggas be wilding. I was about to go pray in front of the Burgundy and Golden Boy, but y'all niggas be wilding, about to catch me on a screen grab and shit like that. But the Burgundy and Golden Boy's out. We don't know how long he's out because Dan Quinn treats every fucking injury like the Riddler. And yeah, the season cooked, bro. The season cooked. Y'all come to Bleeding B&G for the most raw, uncut, and unfiltered analysis on your Washington Commanders. And I don't really know what to say other than the season cooked. Like, I'm really about to go fly across the waters in a week. I'm about to go fly across the waters to go watch a Marcus Mariota start against the Miami Dolphins. If he don't fucking get injured in this game that we about to play this week. Not wishing any spot on Marcus Mariota, but that's just the way the fucking season is gone. There ain't enough tapas and sangrias in the world to get me through a motherfucking Marcus Mariota start in Madrid, bro. It's not. And the thing is, at this point, I'm predicting a Washington loss because how many teams are we better than? I know Miami sucks. I'm about to go watch a fucking 3-7 team against a 2-6 team. Oh, man, you about to be in Miami? No, dog. I like good football. My entire trip was revolved around this. And I might be ended up watching a motherfucking, depending on how Tua looks this week, I might end up watching a fucking Marcus Mariota and Quinn Ewers duel, bro. Huh? No trades at the deadline, surprisingly, but we definitely have a lot of free agency money. Kevo, I rock with you. And I've actually had a couple of conversations about this today. Why was it surprising that we ain't make no moves at the deadline? Who the fuck wants the old farce that we got? Bobby Wagner's retiring at the end of this year. Somebody's about to trade 8 games for that. Frankie Louvu's contract ain't looking the best right now. I mean, it's a team that can use Frankie Louvu's services, but his contract ain't looking amazing as the agent linebacker with a $10 million cap hit. That's not an amazing contract. Deron Payne, we done ran the merry-go-round with Deron Payne and trade rumors through 3 fucking different regimes. Like, who do we really think that we were going to trade? And as you know, every Wednesday on Commander Caucus Live, as I say, this is a stream made by me but led by you. So I say that to say, I'm giving you the platform to crash, to rant, to crash out. Not crash. I don't want you to crash. If you're watching this in your TV right now, first of all, that's dangerous. That's dangerous as hell, but I appreciate the support. But I'm giving you the platform to crash out, to rant, to go off, Because I know like this team, it ain't giving us nothing to cheer about. And I'm not gonna lie, one of the reasons why I had a fire in my development, that's why we was a little late. But one of the reasons why I was a little sluggish getting ready for the stream is because I don't know if it's the daylight savings time or the seasonal depression, but that shit hit like a motherfucker, bro. It's the same seasonal depression that I just didn't so happen to have last year. That shit is striking like shit, bro. It get dark at 5 o'clock and my team ass. That's just like the perfect concoction for fucking depression. Like I'm just trying to get, well, to be honest, maybe a week ago, I was looking at this seasonal depression when it first started, right before daylight savings, when it was starting to get a little dark at like 5:30, right? I was like, man, if I could just make it to work every day and get to Madrid, that shit might take me over the edge. That shit might take me over the edge. I'm fucking Marcus Mariota and Quinn Ewers start, bro. Oh, yeah. Shout out my man, Drippy Trade 9138. I already got the banner for you, bro. He says, we do not fuck with Kirk. In case you don't know, he's talking about Kurt Warner. That's why Kurt Warner's on the stream, because he's been a topic of discussion in the Commanders content space over the last couple of days. Because I don't know why he thought that this was the perfect time to fucking dangle a piece of meat out there in front of fucking Commander fans. We like scoring stray dogs right now, bro. We're not in a good mental state, bro. Don't talk about our quarterback right now. I don't know why the fuck he thought it was perfect time to talk about Jaden Daniels' season 36 hours after he suffered another serious injury. Bro, let that shit wait. Let that shit wait. You're not going to get like any more views doing it now than you would a week ago. And guess what? He felt it. He felt the wrath of the Washington Commander fan base. And I get it. I get it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of what Kirk Cousins said wasn't wrong. It wasn't. It wasn't. I told you that Jaden Daniels had a regression from the 2024 season to the 2025 season 3 weeks ago. I just pulled up the clip on my channel, on my X page to prove it. That's what happens when you say the most raw, uncut, and unfiltered analysis on the team. You're going to tend to be early on some shit. You're going to tend to be a little early on some shit. So I said 3 weeks ago after the Chicago Bears game, yeah, there has been a regression there. That don't mean Jaden's a bum. His 2024 season was so fucking immaculate, bro. He would have had to do hella shit to build upon that. Now, I'm not saying that I wish that, Jaden Daniels only gives us 2024 play as the peak of his career. Hopefully a long career. I don't know after this fucking season, bro. But hopefully a long career, and I'm not saying that by any means, but he was going to, have to do so much to not regress from what he did last year. That season was just that simply that amazing. And here go old Kurt Warner, though, bagging groceries ass. Y'all think I'm joking? That nigga was literally bagging groceries before he played with Isaac Bruce and Torrey Hall. And as I said already, Kurt Warner wasn't wrong with a lot of the shit that he said. Jaden Daniels has been missing reads. I told y'all that 3 weeks ago. You can see it clear as day in the stadium. But if you're going to be I've always thought Kurt Warner got a DEI-ass Hall of Fame. Like how it's so many quarterbacks I'm taking over Kurt Warner Hall of Fame or not. Debate your mother. You know how many quarterbacks would make the NFL Hall of Fame with Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt, Marshall Faulk, and then has a late career resurgence with Anquan Bolden, Larry Fitzgerald, Edgerrin James. What? Steve Rustin? Goddamn dogs. Because you know what Kurt Warner was doing when he didn't have those supporting casts? Nigga was backing up Eli Manning. Let's review your film when they announced you as the quarterback 2 behind fucking Eli Manning. How about that timing? How about that time? Bro, get your goofy... Bro, I'm not here with the goofy shit because I've already fucking explained why the fuck I'm mad, you fucking idiot. Like, why are you asking why we mad? I told you the timing was horrible. The time was horrible. Have I not said that 35 times on the stream already? Like, you come over here with that weak ass Abby. Nigga got a cowboy Santa suit on. Y'all seasons be meaningless by Christmas every year. Who the fuck wears a cowboy Santa suit, bro? Like, go sit in the middle of the mall somewhere. Get out my chat, bro. I told you. This not the normal Commander Caucus, bro. Our season's cooked. I'm liable to crash out. Shut up. Shut up. Shout out my man Trey Shows. Let's get this train back on the tracks. Yo, what's up, Yang? What's up? Mariota gonna kill Miami? Shitting me. We might get killed in Miami. I'm playing for draft picks at this point. Yeah, call me a loser. Call me what you want. The season over, bro. The fuck we winning games for? To get a worse top 15 pick? Like what? What? How many games? Honestly, without tanking, how many games do y'all think we capable of winning? Put it in the chat. As you see with the ticker on the bottom, if you want to support the channel, you can donate to the Cash App, or you can send a super chat, which we really appreciate, because we're going to give you the rightful shine that you deserve. You're going to jump to the front in the chat. You're going to jump to the front of the chat. You're going to get the rightful shine that you deserve, and we appreciate the support. But if you can't support by sending a super chat, just smash that like button, smash that subscribe button so you're not missing any of this content from Bleeding BNG. And also, even if it's not a super chat, flood the chat, because if this is your first time checking out Commander Caucus Live, we've done did 10 of these. Can y'all believe this week 10 of the football season? Time need to fucking slow down. We done did 10 of these, right? But if you can't send a super chat, just go ahead and flood the chat, because this is a stream made by me, but ran by you. Once y'all stop commenting in the chat, I'm cutting the stream off. I ain't even want to do this shit today. I don't want to talk about this goddamn team, but I do want to have the fellowship and the camaraderie with the Commanders fan base that has made me enjoy these Commander Caucus streams so much. But to be honest, bro, this team, I told y'all, I'm immature. Call me what you want. Even at my big old age, I'll be 30 in today the 5th. I'll be 30 in 16 days. Even at my big old age, I still let this sorry ass team dictate my mood, dictate how my week's gonna go, dictate my attitude. So how the fuck y'all think I'm feeling right now? How? But what you can do is tell a friend to come join this stream right now so they can see a crash out. Hey, you want to see some funny shit on a Wednesday night? Come turn on that Bleeding BNG stream. This nigga liable to say anything today. That's a fact. That's a fact. Matter of fact. Nah. I ain't even about to invite people. I ain't even about to invite niggas on the stream. You might say that for the last couple of weeks of the season, because this shit gonna be so pointless. I'm not gonna lie. I wish we traded for Shador at the deadline, but I hope Mariota or whatever Mr. QB shows up, puts on the show. We was giving up picks for Shador, bro. We got like 6 picks. We got like 6 picks and 16 holes. It sounds good, but what? We were giving up a player for Shador? Shador ain't worth giving up no player for. Not even on this sorry ass roster. Y'all know I ain't the highest on Shador. Even before the draft, I was calling him Geno with a rollie. That's not saying he's a bomb. Geno Smith is solid. NFL starter. But he's Geno Smith with a rollie and a good PR team. I know you're bummed about Madrid. I was bummed when I went to Atlanta. Mariota in Madrid. Bro. Why'd you do that, B-Well? I was just forgetting about it. Why'd you do that, B-Well, 4467? I was just forgetting about it. And the thing is, I got me a travel agent for this trip. Like, the only reason I'm still going is my birthday's revolved around this trip. Like, this is my birthday trip. I got a topless tasting contest, a paella making class, I'm go-karting in downtown Madrid. I'm about to be doing that with no smiles on my face. This is about to be me eating topless. This is about to be me riding a go-kart in Madrid. Downtown Madrid, under the lights. This about to be me in my pad and making class. And I feel so bad for my girl. She be like, babe, you not having fun? I be like, no, bro. I just remember why I'm here. I just honestly remember why I'm here. To watch this sorry ass Washington Commander team. I'm be like, damn, I remember at 7:39, 16 days ago when B Will told me that I was gonna be bummed in Madrid because he was fucking right. Thank you, B Will. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Thank you for flooding the chat. Secure a top 5 pick, trade that joint for late ones and two-thirds. You know, I said that as soon as the game ended, CT. I think I said it while the game was going on because I was walking somebody's fucking car by the end of the third quarter. Full transparency, I didn't see Jaden Daniels get hurt in person, and that shit would have happened right in front of me. It happened, you know, we sit on the 5-yard line. Big money. But I was damn near 5 minutes away from my house when that shit happened. And you know, when I got in the car, I got the tweet in a fucking storm. That's what we do over here, Bleeding B&G. And I'm the one that said, I think, during the game, while the game was still on, best case scenario, to supplement this sorry-ass roster is to secure a top 5 pick and the trade back. I said that as well. I said that 3 days ago. I pondered for it for a little over 72 hours, about 72 hours. If we got a top 5 to 7 pick, bro, I'm not trading that bitch back. I'm not. You know how many blue chippers in the NFL they call elite of the elite, the most elite talent? They call those blue chip prospects. You know how many blue chippers we got on this roster, bro? Let's be honest. How many guys would you say is a blue chipper in the NFL? I say one. Might have had 2 last year. Frankie Louvu's a great player. He's not a blue chipper. He don't make enough plays. Not a playmaker enough. He's not a force reckoning presence in the front 7 that teams got to scheme for week in and week out. It's just the facts, bro. Just because he wear a lot of eye black don't mean he's the greatest linebacker in the world. It's just the facts, bro. We would have to go to the Super Bowl for them to shut the Absolutely. Trey's talking about what I said. Jaden Daniels is gonna have to do so much for niggas to not, for the fucking vultures to not talk about him having a sophomore slump. And Kurt Warner was one of the first ones that delivered a fucking people elbow on the Washington fan base. And I'm glad that y'all went at his neck, to be 100% honest. I'm glad that y'all went at his neck. And like I said, a lot of what he said ain't wrong. The timing is horrible, bro. The nigga ain't even, the nigga's still in the fucking sling, bro. The nigga's still in the sling, bro. But then to act like he's so surprised is why he got so much vitriol. Oh my God, bro. I didn't say. Yeah, you didn't say anything horrible. Read the room, Kurt. Read the grocery store, like you used to do back in the day. Before Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt came along. And Trent Green lost his job. Like, we really know ball over here at NFL, over here at Bleeding B&G. I was about to say NFL Network one day. We really know ball over here at Bleeding B&G, bro. Like, we do. We do. We know your story, Kurt. Let's talk about how many first reads you was missing at 24 years old, 25 years old. What if Jaden Daniels would have put up the dial-up internet and made an AOL message back then about you missing your fucking first read? There's a segment of people that didn't want to watch it. Exactly. Not only some in the fan base. Let me go ahead and read the whole. There's a segment of people that didn't want Washington to draft Jaden. They wanted Washington to draft Drake May. That includes some in the fan base. But I think it's more than some. That includes some in the fan base. That includes some in the media. And you know what? You know why the fucking criticism is so loud and the critiques are so loud? Because they had to wait damn near fucking 25 games to run this fucking victory lap. I was damn near dancing on the grave of the Drake May and Jaden Daniels fucking debate last year. And Drake May's a stunt. And y'all know the real was over here Bleeding B&G. Y'all know I didn't dislike Drake May as a prospect. I just thought Jaden Daniels was that much better. I thought that in fucking February of 2024. I still think that in November of 2025. There's a portion of the fan base, too. Let's call it a spade, Merle. There's a portion of the fan base that would have loved to see a 6'5" white boy in the pocket Let's call a spade a spade. Standing tall in the pocket, playing just like Drake May do. I like Drake May. There's a portion of the fan base that these are the same niggas that did Doug Williams dirty, bro. Like, what we talking about? Let me not get too political over here on this Wednesday night stream, though. I'm from Missouri, and that 2000 Super Bowl run was magical as fuck. 2000 Super Bowl run? Oh, St. Louis. St. Louis. Yeah, it was magical as fuck because Kurt Warner was ass back then. Y'all didn't know what Kurt Warner was going to be. That nigga was straight out of a fucking Safeway. Straight out of a Publix. Straight out of a Publix. You be putting in more effort than this team themselves these days, man. Hey, I'm telling you. That's why you got to tell a friend to tap into the stream, bro. Because guess what? We pushing out some content damn near every day. Full transparency. I'm about to show y'all now. I had clips for a vlog, bro. But I decided not to post it because I stopped recording the second half. If y'all can see those clips from the game, you got the light show and everything. I stopped recording in the second quarter, bro. Them niggas went up 28-0. What the fuck was I about to record? That shit was about to be a Seattle Seahawks highlight package. All them touchdowns happened in our end zone too. And I was like, damn, I just like missed an opportunity, but no, I didn't. Because if I would have posted that vlog with all the intentions of it being a vlog about me attending a Washington Commander game, this sappy ass fanboy fan base would have made it seem like I was glazing the fucking Seattle Seahawks for scoring touchdowns. Because it just happened to be in my blog. Y'all know how this fan base is, bruh. I told you I don't want to put the gasoline on the fire. I get why them niggas went at Kurt Warner net like that. It's not the time. Before Washington, my team was the Rams. They was tough in the early 2000s. An amazing team. Nobody would have told you Kurt Warner was the best player on that team, though. Like, let's call a spade a spade. Nobody. Nigga was like 4th or 5th in the totem pole. You had Marshall Faulk before him, Isaac Bruce before him, young Torrey Holt before him. Shit, give me London Fletcher before him. Give me rookie year London Fletcher. Fuck Kurt Warner, bro. Kurt Warner probably think his son a good quarterback. I watch college football every week. That nigga sucks. His son at Fresno State right now stinking the bitch up. Just taking a fucking scholarship from somebody that really deserve a shot. Nepotism. Y'all talk about Luke McCaffrey, a real nepotism, baby. Go watch Kurt Warner son play football at Fresno State. LOL, yo mad. Oh, thanks, Captain Obvious. LOL, yo mad. Why you calling me yo like you from Baltimore, but you got a fucking Dallas Cowboy Abby, bruh? Typical Dallas Cowboy fan. Nigga ain't never stepped foot in Arlington, Texas. On God, talking bad rest of the season. I try not to. I'm going to try to find a sliver of hope. But what I'm going to say, damn, that one rep with Jordan McGee ran Kenneth Walker down. Oh, my God, demon. That one play all game. Oh, my God, he's so nice. That's what the fan base want me to do. Mikey Jarrett still caught that pick on a horrible ball from Sam Darnold. Oh, man, he's back. He's back. Mikey Jarrett he's back. That's the 2024 Mikey Jarrett I know. Like, he ain't get his head beaten in the whole first half. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? I'm low-key glad we kept 8, though, to be honest. We might have only won 1 to 2 games. Yeah, Marcus Mariota is one of the better backups. You're not lying about that. But, I mean, how do you really want to go through, 8 more games with a backup? We about to watch some bad football. 0 games to be real. Is that we not winning Any more games futuristic, Willie? Because I agree. 5-12, Brody. Yeah. You think we win in 2 more games? No. Games I see is having a chance to win is Miami and New York. And I'm going to want to lose the New York games to get a better draft pick, man. That New York game. Why was Marcus Mariota's press conference canceled? I don't know, Lil C. White. I really don't give a fuck, man. What the fuck we about to hear Marcus Mariota say? A lot of like peacemaking shit, bro. Can't tell if our drafts have been bad or if our coaches is not like been saying it is a bust or he was just not getting. It's a little bit of both. And you just opened up the floodgates for me to talk about it. It's a little bit of both, right? It is. I think the coaching is bad. Like we can see that. That's clear as day. But we gotta be honest about some of these players, bro. It's another guy, and I ain't gonna give him the courtesy of talking or mentioning him because he don't get the courtesy when he subtweet me every day. It's another guy in the Commanders content space that I real life, like his biggest interaction is subtweeting and making points to counterpoint what I've already said or fake ass rebuttals, right? So earlier this week I said, and if y'all know us over here bleeding me and G, we've been saying this for a while. I wasn't, and I acknowledged it in the tweet. I wasn't the highest on Mikey Sanders still as a prospect. And then he had a solid rookie year. That was ready to make me change my perspective about him. Because you know, I'm not here to be 100% right. Nobody lives this world to be 100% right. I don't think that I'm gonna have 100% of me evaluating players and be like that. Like no NFL GM does that. So why the fuck would I do this? Little old me over here bleeding me and G. So I was willing to change, you know, what I thought about him as a player. But coming out of Michigan, I thought Mikey Sanders still was small, thought he was light, thought he didn't have the long speed. He had exceptional quickness. And I put up an old text message where I talked about how the reality of the situation is that Mikey Sanders still played offense for his first 3 years. He was a 5-year player. He played offense for his first 3 years at Michigan and never stuck it in the starting lineup because he was too small. And the facts are the facts. I watched more football than especially the nigga that's been talking about me, like dweeb. But the facts are the facts. Mikey Sanders still was on Michigan's offense for 3 years. Didn't have the speed on the boundary to last out there as a 5'8", 165-pound guy, and didn't have the route running ability to play in the slot. So he came in to make a couple of flash plays. Then they switched him over to the defense, one of the best defenses in college football that we've seen over the last 15 years. Last 10 years. Let me not size it. One of the best defenses that we've seen in the last 10 years. They put him on a stacked defense where he was a cornerback 2 behind Will Johnson. He never traveled. Will Johnson traveled with elite talent. Go watch Will Johnson versus Marvin Harrison. There was not a snap in that game where Will Johnson didn't check fucking Marvin Harrison. So Mikey survived as a decent cornerback 2 because he has exceptional instincts. A lot of that comes from his experience at the receiver position because they run only but so many route concepts in college football. He not seeing these fucking stutter goes and post corners that he's seeing out of stack formation and out of the motions in college football as much as he's seeing in the NFL. And I said the reality of the situation is Mikey Sanders was a solid cornerback 2 at Michigan in college. This nigga goes and pulls up Mikey Sanders college football film. Talks about how Nick Saban said that he was the best player pound for pound, and talked about how I said that Mikey Sanders was a bad football player. Mikey Sanders not gonna let you smash, bro. And y'all probably know who I'm talking about. But like I said, I'm not gonna give him the courtesy of atting him because he don't at me. It's the same shit every day that I talked about Terry McLaurin. Like these players, like then you see me and like it's nothing. It's nothing. Like you see me and it's like you see a ghost. And I'm not even talking about like fighting. But you got all this shit to say on social media, but That's why I said I'm not gonna give them the courtesy of at me, because I've learned that grown ass men that subtweet, all they're gonna do is say, "How you know I was talking about you, bro? How you know I was going?" And I ain't even about to waste my energy on that. I ain't even about to waste my energy on that. Without taking 3 more games max, we ain't winning 3 games, B-Will. Let's be real. Nah, the game JD5 won by himself. What game was that? Was it this year or last year? Oh, yeah. All right, I got what you're saying. I mean, I think you're in a relatable place. I don't blame anybody wanting picks at this point. Shit. Not if you ask the fan warriors on X, the do or die, never lie, raising your pride, burgundy and gold till I'm cold. I'll never root for draft picks. I'm always rooting for wins. Boomer ass niggas. If we get the number 1 overall pick, do we trade back for more picks, or how you feeling? Niggas really talk about number 1 pick. Niggas really talk about number 1 pick. I don't think we gonna be worse than the Jets, bro. They won 1 game and sold off their best players. I don't think we're gonna be worse than the Jets. But if it does happen, I am keeping that number 1 pick. Unless buddy from Indiana, Francisco Mendoza, unless he separates himself so much that like somebody's willing to give up a king's ransom, somebody in the top 10 maybe, but I don't think he's that type of quarterback and prospect. I'm saying right now we don't have. Yeah, nah, I get what you're saying. I got exactly what you're saying, and I agree. I mean, he is one of the better backups, but I get what you're saying. Like I agree. But how many more games is he gonna win the rest of the season? Oh, here we go. Hold on. Since the Chargers game, Wednesday's been better than my Sundays. Thank you, Confan 1257. Because you 100% right. We ain't won in a month of Sundays. We literally ain't won in a month. So I appreciate providing some entertainment in your life, because I know the team ain't doing it. I know the team. Here we go. All right. So I support you every week, bro. Likes and comments. So calling idiot supporters is crazy. You just in your feelings, bro. Okay. Let's acknowledge this. I am in my feelings. When have I said that I wasn't in my feelings? I know it's okay. I appreciate your support. But like those things can be mutually exclusive. If I offended you by calling you an idiot, that's fine. But you gotta understand, bro. I've already said that I'm in my feelings, and you try to troll. What the fuck you think my response gonna be, bro? So by you telling me that I'm in my feelings, yeah, you're right. You're right. Who wouldn't be in their feelings when they team sorry and they franchise quarterback out? You got it, dude. Like you're right. You're right. You need to go take a therapist job. I appreciate your support. I appreciate the likes and the comments. We talking about this one instance, this one interaction. You try and troll a nigga that's ready to crash out, niggas is liable to say anything. But I do apologize if I offended you, bro. You said that 15 minutes ago. I don't know if you still in the chat. Give me a hug, bro. Give me a hug, bro. Give me a hug, bro. You see, I'm able to admit my mistakes, but I mean, play with fire, better be ready to get burnt, my nigga. Shador could be an investment to flip at least. So what you saying? If Shador had a good 8 games, we could look to flip him. I'm not laughing at you, Bass Collector. I'm laughing at B Will. I'm joking, B Will. I'm joking, bro. I'm still gonna try to enjoy myself as much as I can in Madrid, but yeah, Shador sucks, but he's uncoachable. Don't even want divas like her. I don't think Shador's uncoachable. I don't. I think he knows that the coaches. Well, you really can't say that other than this year, because he's fucking played under his father every other year of his life. But I do think Shador's a nigga that you can't sell like a bunch of false dreams to. Like he's a confident, like black man, and I hate to put the race in it, but y'all know, like my brothers, y'all know how we get to feeling ourselves when we got a lot of confidence and we feel like our shit don't stink, right? And that's not necessarily a bad thing to exude that confidence. And I think Shador is able to read between the lines and see, like, yeah, this coaching staff don't want me. So I think you saying that he's uncoachable based on like what he said in the press conferences in Cleveland. I'd probably be saying the same shit too, bro. Because I ain't even gonna put the blackball narrative out there. I ain't even gonna do that. But even as somebody that called him Gino with a rollie, Shador Sanders was still better than Dylan Gabriel in college. So the fact that he's Dylan Gabriel's quarterback 3, I'm not gonna be out that bitch smiling either. Like, these still humans at the end of the day. That's the mainstream narrative, but first thing he did was go out in the streets and help the locals. I thought he was immature as fuck, but he's growing up. It's the mainstream narrative. It's the mainstream narrative about person. Who we talking about, Mass Collector? I know I went on a rant, so I'm catching up. Maybe, but not worth it if he's a project. We already got a QB. We need a new head coach. Think it might be early, but I ain't even gonna say I necessarily disagree. So I've been saying all week, Dan Quinn ain't nothing but Ron Rivera with a Harley Davidson. And I love the cutoff jacket with the sleeves cut out. Diamond encrusted. Diamond encrusted. I've been saying that all week. So we might be a little early. I ain't gonna lie to you, Mass Collector. But guess what? They call the earliest niggas crazy. They call the most prophetic people crazy, Mass Collector. Oh, nah, we don't need him at all. It will be pointless. If you talking about Shador, I agree. We playing for draft picks. I think Shador might actually be decent. Jay Daniels just had, I wanted the star to be the headliner in Madrid at least. Yeah, he ain't been available all year. So I should have been realistic come week 3. Like, there's a chance Jada might not play. Bring back Tim Settle Jr. Is he a free agent? I mean, we can't bring him back in the middle of the season now. And I don't know why Tim Settle Jr., the first player that came across your mind. Because I don't think our interior run defense has been horrible. And he can't play defensive end because they've been horrible. They've been fucking horrible. Niggas can't fucking hold up an edge to save their lives. I know this May is the new media. Yes, Drake May is a new media darling. JD5 done better than that last year, but people really forgot. And JD5, I mean, Drake May is a product of what a lot of people said Jay and Daniels was a product of last year. And I ain't even saying that they were wrong. Now, him being a product of it, I wouldn't necessarily say, but we had an easy schedule last year. We did. And you got to take into account the quarterbacks that Jay Daniels was playing against. Yeah, I know he don't go against the quarterbacks. But when you going against fucking Will Levis, fucking Jake Hayner, Cooper Rush, you're not expected to have to put up a lot of points to win. And we did. And we blew some teams out. But, like, for example, we beat the Cleveland Browns. We hung 40 points on them. We only needed 15 points to win that game. So the level of competition has definitely stepped up. And Drake May is, reaping its benefits. Drake May is reaping its benefits. I really don't like May over Daniel still. He has signs of CTE or the T Pro to it. Me too. I still take JD5 over Drake May. The gap is close. Drake, I know exactly what you mean when you say that Drake May has signs of CTE. Because sometimes he does some dumb shit in the pocket. Like, people don't realize last season Drake May was fumbling all over himself. People talk about the interception numbers and stuff like that. And his interception numbers were still higher than Fives last year. And he's not throwing a lot of, but he had a bad fumble this past week. He was fumbling all over himself last year. And I think people just forgot. The NFL is such a what have you done for me lately ass league. And I get it, because I'm a big believer in, like, yeah, bro, stop holding on to what players did 2 years ago. But there's some instances where they're so quick to crown somebody over somebody else. And like y'all said, Drake May's the new media darling, so they try and push him over. And, as I've said before, not only with the fan base, but everybody let him a big old 6'5" white boy quarterback. You heard Brian from the Joe Budden podcast say he's a black man. Said he had to condition his mind. Nigga said he had to condition his mind to believe that black quarterbacks could be good. Because that's what he was believing and trained to believe growing up in the 80s and 90s. And that's still the fabric of America. JSN took Amos angle. JSN took Amos soul. I like Trey Amos, but JSN split released that nigga to the shadow realm, bruh. And then why the fuck did we put him back out there? Nigga was running like me after I went to the haunted house trail when he went back out there. Nigga looked like me after 30 minutes at a haunted house trail, chasing after that tight end. And this is the training staff that I'm supposed to believe has Jay and Daniel's best interest? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I hope Deli comes in here, bro, because I was supposed to link with Deli the other day. But I was only in that bitch for 2 quarters. If I would have stayed for the other 2 quarters, Deli, we probably would have linked for sure, bro. But I wasn't in that bitch very long. I left a little after the Armark ceremony. He was coming back. Y'all thought this was a Code Red game. Y'all thought it was 10 years since the last Code Red game, so we definitely got to have another one. Did y'all watch that game? May got her last year, too. Exactly. Con fan, you know ball. You know ball for real. I hope A1 Real don't watch my videos no more. Oh, be not mad. I call him an idiot. Oh, be not mad. Stop trying to troll, bro. What up, bro? Damn, I'm just numb to this ish after all these years. Dubs family, what up, gang? I was like that in 2023 and every season other than that. But when you get a glimmer of hope, bro, when you get a glimmer of hope and you ain't had a lot of hope in your life, like I'm 29, about to be 30. How many successful seasons y'all think I've seen? Like real life, like I've seen like 4 playoff seasons. 2000 was the first time I really started watching football. So I didn't even know what the fuck the playoffs was. I remember that game versus Tampa though. Because I remember my family like throwing like, I don't know if it was a New Year's party or like a fucking start of the New Year party, but we watched that there. It might have been a party for the fucking game, but I remember that. So the 2000 season, the 2005 season, the 2007 season. Yeah, we made the playoffs, but that still was a horrible season because I witnessed my favorite player fucking dying. The 2012 season, the 2015 season. And I think before last year, we hadn't made the playoffs since 2015. What the fuck? Bro, why the fuck am I a fan of these niggas, bro? Bro, what? When you step back and look at it, bro, these niggas ain't made the playoffs in 10 years before last year. So I say that to say, Dubs family, when you get a glimmer of hope. I started this stream, I had to go hug the Burgundy and Golden Boys. I've been depressed, bro. So when you get a glimmer of hope and think that you got a franchise quarterback, oh, you like, oh, this success is sustained. This is different than 2000, 2005, 2007, 2012. We here to stay. And then God said, nigga, you a Commander fan. You a Washington fan. Fuck you thought. That shit is depressing, bro. We not allowed to have nice things, bro. We are not allowed to have nice things, bro. Oh shit. I got a super. I feel bad. Oh, you just sent it, Merle. Bill Belichick looking at Washington. Ooh. I'll tell you one thing, Merle. I appreciate the super first. Let's give you the rightful shine that you deserve. So if you want to get this shine that my boy Merle is getting right now, y'all go ahead and send a super chat to support the channel. We appreciate it. We appreciate the super chat. Shout out to my man Merle with the $2 super chat. I'll tell you one thing, Merle. He better not bring that 21-year-old girl with him. Oh, she thinks she getting berated in fucking Charlotte, North Carolina. What you think they're gonna tell Bill Belichick if he losing? What you think the fans of the DMV gonna tell him? They gonna call him a cuck. They gonna call him so much shit, bro. I honestly don't even want to hear it, bro. So I ain't mad at Bill Belichick coming here, but we know that he ain't gonna be here for the long haul. If Jaden Daniels going to be here for another 15 years, and to be honest, I think Bill has lost some of his fastball because Bill was a defensive coach that really like instilled the culture. And if you hearing the reports out of North Carolina, well, you can see with your own two eyes that the defense is bad. Don't sound like that culture that great either. What they say about them old people, they turn like geriatric or something. Like when they lose all they control, like they lose their fastball. Yeah, I think Bill might be at that stage. So what we expecting from him 1 to 2 years later or after this? But I appreciate the Super Bowl, and it's not a horrible idea. Because Ron Rivera with a fucking backwards hat and some cool quotes can go. He can go. I gotta go all the way back up. Hold on. If we gotta wait to the new stadium to be good again, I would be so mad. Oh shit! I don't see. This is what happens when we gotta jump to the super chat. That's why I just need to send the super chat. So many comments. I appreciate y'all spending y'all Wednesday evening, y'all Wednesday nights with us over here, Bleeding B&G. I do. I really do. So many comments that we gotta get to. He one of the people from the B&B that be fans of places they ain't never been. Facts. Trying to troll. Like, get out of here, bro. But you know how the DMV fans go. Quan need to learn how to push motherfuckers out of bounds or something, bro. I think Quan Martin still got 2 bad shoulders, bro. I don't know how this nigga was a better tackler with 2 bad shoulders. And I don't know if I've told this. I think I have. Quan Martin not lying about having them bad shoulders. I know y'all ain't y'all don't think he lying about injuries. I get that. But I can confirm that Quan Martin had 2 bad shoulders because y'all know it ain't get reported until the offseason, right? I saw Quan Martin in Tyson's Corner last November, right? Bruh had his shorty with her. Bruh had his shorty with him, right? And he was like 2 spots in front of me. So, we spoke. I introduced myself and shit like that. And then he went into the fitting room with his girl. His girl went into the fitting room with him, right? And I'm just looking like, okay, maybe that's some rich nigga shit. Like some NFL shit, right? Like, maybe she's like obligated to top the nigga off every time he got to go into a fitting room, right? But then when I heard that the nigga had 2 bad shoulders, I was like, oh, she's taking this nigga's shirts off for him, bro. She went in there and like take the nigga clothes off for him, bro. This nigga cannot lift his arms up, bro. I don't know if I've ever told that story, but I'll be lying if I didn't tell my girl, like, babe, why the fuck you don't go in the fitting room with me? I'm trying to get some neck while I'm shopping. And I'm mad. I'm so mad that I put that jacket on Quan Martin girl at the time. She was over there being a great girlfriend. She was over there being a great girlfriend, helping her man take off his shirt. Oh shit! Shout out Quan Martin, but you definitely gotta learn how to push niggas out of bounds. Horton really cooked Mikey after catching like 8 balls at 8 games. Hey, I got Seattle Seahawks fans on my TikTok right now talking about I'm a casual because I don't know who Torrey Horton was. First of all, we know who Torrey Horton was. He was the same nigga that made that dumbass video with the Colorado State quarterback prior to that Colorado game last year just to get blown out. We know exactly who Torrey Horton is. Y'all act like we ain't got a fucking... See, this is why y'all never make it in the content game. Y'all know you got to put a little pizzazz on things, right? We got to exaggerate things to keep you watching, to keep you entertained. I got so many Seattle Seahawks fans telling me that I'm not a ball knower because I said that we was treating Torrey Horton like Torrey Holt. No matter how much of a dog that you think that Torrey Horton is, this nigga is not fucking Torrey Holt, bruh. Like, get out your feelings. Like, niggas be so quick to troll that they can't sit with the realities of some statements. Torrey Horton can be the dog of all dogs. This nigga is not Torrey Holt right now. But you know what he is? A nigga that cooked Mikey Savage still. Mikey Sarver still sucks, bro. I'm telling y'all now, a move to the outside ain't going to help him. Like, he might be better than he is in the slot, but like, you think he about to be locked down? The league got a beat on Mikey Sarver still. The league went back and watched the film and got a beat on Mikey Sanderson and realized this nigga has no long speed. Have y'all realized most of the plays that Mikey Sanderson gets beat that y'all notice is a deep pass? Nigga has no long speed. Didn't have any last year. And when I said he was slow, you know, the ball nowhere fans. Started pulling up his 40 time where he ran like a 4.47, which ain't fucking elite for a nigga 160 pounds, right? But just because he had a decent 40 time don't mean he had a long speed. Go look at him trying to run Jamar Chase down on that go route against the Cincinnati Bengals last year. Go look and see how much that he was beat by Jameson Williams in the divisional championship game when he called the interception. Jared Goff, old dumbass, just threw it on the rope when he could have easily put some air on the ball and that would have been a fucking 50-yard touchdown. Glad he made the play. Great trail technique, but he was trailing like a motherfucker. We really know ball over here, bleeding me and G. I gave y'all a Marshawn Lattimore DB breakdown last week just for him to get injured enough for the season. Maybe I need to stop breaking down DBs. I really can't believe we watched Sam Darnold walk us down like that. Bro, Sam Darnold looked like fucking prime Peyton Manning out that bitch, bro. Sam Darnold looked like Tom Manning out that bitch. Peyton Brady. Washington should trade back if they get a top 10 pick. They should trade back if they get like an 8, 9, or 10 pick. But looking at the top 7 talents in this draft, bro, I'm not trading back. I'm not. If I can get a top 5 pick, Ruben Bain, here I come. But if it's like 7, 8, 9, and y'all talking about like the wide receivers on the board or the best tight end, I can trade back then. But if I'm getting a top 3 to 5 pick, Ruben Bain, I'm sprinting to the podium for fucking Ruben Bain, bro. Shit, I might sprint to the podium for Arvell Reese. Cassius Howell, come on down. Because at this point, even though I've been the leader of the AP Cook mantra, that 2024 draft class looking funny in the light, bro. I'll admit it. Outside of Jay and Daniels, that 2024 draft class looking fucking funny, bro. And I don't even think all of it is Adam Peters' fault because, oh, we got a super. I don't even think all of it is Adam Peters' fault because, like Johnny Newton, right? Johnny Newton came back from 2 leg spank injuries and was a shell of what the fuck he was in college. Johnny Newton's washed at 23 years old. Johnny Newton was an athletic, explosive pass rush demon from the interior of Illinois. How many of those traits have you seen from Johnny Newton in his 2 years in Washington? Is that Adam Peters' fault? Maybe he can account for the injuries. Like he clearly didn't do signing the fucking AARP roster. But he was expecting Johnny Newton to look like fucking Aaron Donald because that's what he looked like at Illinois. There's a reason why a lot of people are calling Johnny Newton the steal of the draft. And then this nigga came back looking like the nutty professor, anything but the Johnny Newton. And now he done cut his dreads. Nigga look like a big-ass sloth. Look like a koala bear. You going to the blowout Sunday, my girl flying me out. Scorpio! What's up, Scorpio? Hey, Scorpio! Let me be my hey, Scorpio! Living KY sucks that we are trash. What sex you be in? I be in 139. I didn't know you lived in Kentucky. God, what makes you a Washington fan? Come on. I did not know you lived in Kentucky. I didn't know you was a Scorpio either. Shout out to us, gang. I be in 139 now. I doxed the shit out of myself in my last episode. And I said, if you want to come fight me, bro, come fight me, bro. Because this team got me hot. This team got me hot. I go 12 rounds with Mike Tyson right now, bro. Especially if I got to watch this team. That shit like putting motherfucking steroids in my back. Like turning green like the Hulk. But I'd definitely be there, bro, unfortunately. Unfucking fortunately. Unfucking fortunately. I appreciate the super, though, Kevo. What part of Kentucky you from, though? I've been to Kentucky twice. You basketball take you to some random ass places, bro. If we trade back, we gonna reach for something. Exactly. I agree. Because y'all know I wasn't the highest. If you checking out Commander Caucus, most of y'all day one Bleeding Me and G fan. I wasn't the highest on the Josh Connerly. Look at my reaction when we selected Josh Connerly, bro. This is one of the reasons, like, I really appreciate Rio for doing his draft night stream. Look at here's my reaction when Josh Connerly was selected, bro. So anybody that's acting like my motherfucking criticism now is hindsight, is revisionist history, nigga, this was me the second that Josh Connerly was selected. On April 29th, 2025. This was me the second that Josh Connerly was selected. Do I look happy? Do I look like a nigga that was excited with that fucking draft pick, bro? So everybody like, oh man, you were glazing AP for a Connerly selection. Nigga, I'm holding my temples. Wu son, bro. What? And then he's giving us the play that he's giving us. I'm supposed to act like that's been good play? Y'all got mad at me that I posted a video of Jadeveon Clowney saying he sucked. Y'all got mad at me that I posted a video of Jadeveon Clowney saying he sucked. Like I was the one that said it. Hey, bro, appreciate you for providing the content every week. It's already hard enough being a fan of this dumbass team. I appreciate Red Del Rio. I really do. You ain't lying. I don't know if you were in here earlier, but that seasonal depression that I didn't have last year hit like a motherfucker. I went into work damn near every Monday last year, happy as shit. What they say? He's the greatest dancer of all. Like sweetness at the end of roll bounce. That's how I was walking into work every day. Now being that joint, running to my classroom, not wanting to be seen. I don't wear black every day since Sunday. My kids like, Mr. Morgan, what's going on? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Don't even ask me about it. I don't know. Independent reading. Drop everything and read. I appreciate it, bro. The hate always coming, win or lose. We still here with you and all the Washington content creators. Shout out my man Levi. I appreciate that. I ain't going nowhere either. This team cannot win another game. I'm gonna be here for sure when you get that conf. Exactly, bro. Ain't nothing you can tell us. It's like getting a fresh lineup. I'll just go run errands. I go run just because errands when I get a lineup. My gas tank could be full. I'm going to the gas station just so everybody can see this lineup, bro. Y'all know how that is. Y'all know how it is. I'm done with the Dan Quinn and all that corny catchphrases. Don't mean nothing to me. He should have been fired as soon as Jada elbow snapped in half. Yeah, that was a horrible call. That was a horrible call. They not about to fire Dan Quinn at least to the end of next season, though. And while I'm not really in the Dan Quinn camp right now, because I don't know how the fuck you leave Jay and Daniels out there. Even like, I'm glad that he admitted that he missed it, but like, what the fuck does that do for me right now? You coming back 24 hours later saying that you missed it. His elbow still blew in the fucking smithereens. We still don't know the extent of his injury because y'all over there acting like the fucking Riddler with his shit. Like, what does that mean to me? Honestly. Y'all probably seen the real Dan Quinn Ron Rivera with a Harley. The mainstream narrative is uncultural. That's why we can't trust the mainstream all the time, Mass. That's why you got fuck with the real day ones over here bleeding me and G. We gotta wait till the news day. Wise was a big loss and Eckler, both of them. I think Dedrick Wise might have been the biggest loss at this point this season prior to Jay and Daniels. Because to be honest, Terry McLaurin wasn't there all year, so I ain't gonna say him. As far as the defense, they were still running on us with Dorrance Armstrong in there. Not necessarily running on us like the extent that they are doing, but yeah, Wise was a huge loss. Huge loss. And then you lose Dorrance Armstrong on top of that. They got my man Jaden throwing to our childhood back friends. Give my man some help. This shit ain't right. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. And that's why I said while Kurt Warner is right about a lot of shit, Jaden Daniels has been gun shy. He hasn't let the ball rip. He's turned down a lot of his first reads. We got to add the type of context that this nigga's playing with fucking Milkman. And also on top of it, which he acknowledged in the video. That's why I'm mad that he can't even try to. He knew what he was doing. He tried to make the most provocative tweet as possible. He acknowledged it in the video. Cliff Kingsbury running this. Jaden, go ahead and do that dance right there. Ass offense. The route concepts are ass. It's like, JD, go ahead. Do that dance you used to do for grandma and them. Ass offense, bruh. Put the team on your back, boy. I know you can do it. Ass offense, bruh. Let me get through this chat, though. We can't have a defensive and a defense straight ass. Absolutely. That's one of the biggest reasons why I ain't in Dan Quinn corner by any means. But I don't see him firing Dan Quinn at least until next offseason. Is my thing that he got hired only because was it which I saw get smashed anytime they play good. Not saying he should be fired, but he needs to hire a real DC. Because it's going to come to a point when we keep losing. It's going to come to a point where we keep losing when niggas going to start asking, what did Dan Quinn do? Like, we got timeout mismanagement, clock mismanagement. Like, what does he really do? And last year, you can say, oh, man, culture setter. Anywhere, any place, anytime. Badass motherfucker. Yeah. Bags drill. Oh, my God, the bags drill. Can't say that now. All right, one last time before we do should we do a Commander parlay or Thursday night parlay? Y'all let me know. We doing a Commander parlay or Thursday night parlay? One last time before we do the parlays, though, because once I get into that, y'all know my degenerate ass tap into that screen. If you want to support the channel, go ahead and you can send a cash app like the ticker has just started, or you can send a super chat. We're going to give you the rightful sign that you deserve if you do send said super chat. But once I get into the parlays, if you send a chat and it's not a super chat, I appreciate all the chats. I'm not guaranteed to respond to your chat before this stream ends. Once I log into the bets, and as soon as the bet's done, I'm ending the stream. And I won't be able to see the screen while I'm pulling up the bets. So last call. Last call for the comments. If you want your comment to be seen and responded to, go ahead and send a super chat. We appreciate all the support. And if you can't send a super chat, go ahead and smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. AP just needed to fix the defense and run it back, but he didn't. He went to run back with those guys now on the offense and defense. Defense old. Defense old. Defense was old last year. Oh, yeah, we did make it 2020, George. 7-9. Might as well not have made it, but you're right. Started watching these motherfuckers at 7-year-old, the 05 season. Thought shit was going to be sweet. Oh, you were lit. You had a great old induction. One of the nigga first games he watched was the Monday Night Miracle. Oh, my God. You know one of the first games I watched? One of the first games I watched, Trent Green ran into a fucking wall. You got it better than me. No, we made it in 20. Yeah. The vision was real loud. Hey, George. George, you make me laugh like shit when you curse, bro. Like, it should be so unexpected, bro. Just right back to ground zero. Facts. Take them sorry ass jerseys and pack them up. Only niggas that like those jerseys is 35 plus. No, not even 35. 55 plus. Because any nigga 35 plus, 33 plus, the only thing they're associating that jersey with is being some dog shit. And you see what the fuck happens in those jerseys. That shit on Sunday felt like 2013 all the way down to the damn jerseys. When niggas ain't worried about the play on the field because they got to wipe their lip up talking about some fucking uniform porn. Nigga, play the game. Play the game. Oh my, it's the closest thing to the team that I do and love. Shut up. Shut up. Oh my gosh, this looked like the team that I grew up cheering for. Shut up. This looked like the team that I grew up cheering for too, losing by fucking 40 points. I'm not a big fan of Bill anymore, but I think, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with Bill. Y'all know what Bill looked like? Y'all know y'all couldn't have beaten B&G for the most raw, uncut, and unfiltered analysis. Bill looked like somebody that can't handle that workhorse load, and those hits are starting to add up. It was a run where Bill had Devin Witherspoon one-on-one on the sideline. Devin Witherspoon's a dog. I'll admit it. Devin Witherspoon is a fucking man. I've been talking about him since he was at Illinois. Devin Witherspoon was an animal. Bill had him one-on-one, and this nigga looked like Rob Kelly hitting the sideline. Then he tried to cut back. It was the nastiest ass cutback I've seen in my life. And he looked like Rob Kelly all the way down to the jerseys. And this is my thing. I don't think Bill is some type of burner. Like, y'all talk about, oh, beat Devin Witherspoon to the sideline. He's right there. I don't think Devin Witherspoon is Bill is some type of burner. But what happened to them Barry Sanders ass moves that we saw in September? Nigga looked like me trying to cut back the other day. Nigga looked like me trying to cut back the other day. What the fuck I said it was so funny. Oh shit, we got some supers. We got two supers. We got two supers. My answer is toward the bottom. Your answer to what is towards the bottom, Kevo? Towards the bottom of Kentucky? Oh. Or is that's where you should in the stadium? 139 is towards the bottom. If that's what you're asking. I'm not sure what you're asking, Kevo. Shout out Be Well for the super chat. You didn't send anything, but if you want to go ahead and send a regular comment to accompany your super chat, go ahead so I can get to it. What's so crazy that I told him Quan O for that swift tackle, but he ended up doing that shit again. The facts. Oh, y'all was laughing at my Quan Martin story? Nah, that shit true as fuck. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Go ask my girl. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Shorty went in the fitting room with my man. It's like, hey, see what these niggas got going on? You better take notes. You better take notes. What's up, Ra? What's up, Tracy? How do you feel about the Panthers? The Panthers better than us. That's how I feel about them. They better than us. You were the only one stoked for Connerly, apparently. To be fair, Kurt used to. Exactly. I said it. I don't know if you were here at the beginning of the stream. Without Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce, Marshall Faulk, and then Larry Fitzgerald, Anquan Bolden, and Edgerrin James, all them niggas could very well make the Hall of Fame. All 6 of those players I just named could very well make the Hall of Fame. Without them niggas, Kurt Warner was Eli Manning's backup. He should know how it feels to not have your weapons. Louisville, Kentucky, West Unseld, Louisville Cardinal, and Washington. Shout out to you. That's lit. Shout out to you. I met Wes Unseld a couple of times. Rest in peace. He's a real one. My grandfather used to be the athletic director for District of Columbia Public Schools. So I don't know how the fuck he knew Wes Unseld. It was a couple of times I ran across Wes Unseld as a child. Real one. Shout out to Wes Unseld. That's what's up, bro. Thursday night parlay. All right, I got you, George. George, I feel like me and you the only ones that's playing these parlays at this point. I'll give it to you, George. If I played that, was it last week? Lamar 1.5 touchdowns. That joint would have hit. I should have listened to you, George. You love that 1.5 touchdown bet. I should have listened to you last week, though, George. 24 gang. Last year was the only time I seen this dude. Damn, bro. Damn, bro. I hope we can do something next year, bro. I remember when I was 24. What was that? Oh, I was 24 during the 2020 season. That was a cool season. That was a cool season. To be 24 again, bro. Live it up, bro. Injuries are no excuse, but we're taking a team X-ray picture. Facts. No, facts. Facts. And injuries can be not an excuse, but a reason. A lot of times. So, Seahawks fan here. I'm sorry for the Daniels injury. That moment really crushed everybody in the stadium more than they thought was possible. Never. I appreciate that, Miguel Ortiz. And I will say this: a lot of Seahawks fans, y'all real ones. Y'all real ones for sure. A lot of hospitality, a lot of is it hospitality if they was away? A lot of sportsmanship, I guess. But I appreciate that. Yeah, I was sick. But you got a good team over there, Miguel. I think y'all might be the most complete team in the NFC now. Especially with y'all trading for Rashid Shaheed. So go win that Super Bowl, my boy. Shout out to the Super Heats or the Super Chats. Yeah, shout out to the Super Chats. Yes, always shout out to Super Chat. Shout out to you, Trey Songz. Trey Songz might have been the star of this stream. Y'all know we've been giving our stream stars. Tracy was one day. Kevo was one day. Trey Songz might be the stream MVP today. IDK still feel like JD isn't letting it rip. He's not. And I'm not here to excuse. I started saying that everything that Kurt Warner was saying wasn't wrong. I've been saying that on social media all day. But these athletes still humans at the end of the day, right? So prior to JD's first injury, we led the league in drops through those first two games, right? And then on top of that, he's playing with milkmen and cashiers. I wouldn't trust those dudes either. And I'm not excusing him for not trusting them. I'm just giving a reason as why it might be happening. He isn't letting it rip. He's not. He's not. Anybody can see that. And anybody that's not admitting that is delusional. And I can't be the most raw, uncut, and unfiltered analysis of Washington Commanders and be delusional. Linnell, hey, bro, Tracy, when you said that shit on social media that day, oh my God. Linnell, young middle-aged ass, white, black dude ass is a clown. Yeah. I be trying to give Linnell the benefit of the doubt, but Linnell be sticking his foot in his mouth sometimes. When do you think we'll get back on the winning side? Shout out Trey Butler. To answer your question, September 2026. September 2026. That's when we get back on the winning side. Imagine having you're still in the three-way tie with another one. Yeah, that division is held this year. But I think I got a chance. Especially if Sam Darnold, if he not seeing ghosts, I think I got a chance. Honestly, if I was passing the people, IDK on the field, or I can't. Exactly. I wouldn't trust those guys either, especially Lane. So I mean, and you're right. He not letting it rip, but y'all answering all the questions as to why. I got you, Tracy. Old ass nigga. Do you still believe in Dan Quinn and Adam Peters? I believe in Adam Peters. I think that we're truly having the year that we were supposed to have last year. So I do believe in Adam Peters. Dan Quinn. Nah. I wasn't the highest on the Dan Quinn move in the first place. But he had an amazing first year, so I don't want to make any indictments, right? So he's had one bad half of a year and one solid year. So I ain't ready to give up on him yet. But I believe in Adam Peters way more than I believe in him. I think Lane has a chance, just not right now. His T-Rex arm ass is cooked. All right, let's pull up this parlay. Would you trade Deron Payne in the off season? Maybe. Depends on what I can fetch for him. But if I'm not getting at least a third for Deron Payne, I'm not trading him. All right, let's get this leg on for Tracy old ass. Boy, that take that NyQuil. He's sleepy. That ain't a bad idea. I might pop me a Benadryl myself. My sleep been horrible. Told y'all seasonal depression, a motherfucker. I just take random ass naps at 5:30 because it's dark and be up for the rest of the day. Damn, it's 8:40. I didn't even know I was in here for that long. Come on, stream, y'all. Don't do me like this. Don't do us like this. Rio called Dad playing Titty Boy. I don't mean Rio got that from somebody. It wasn't me, but Rio got that from somebody else in our chat. I don't want to discredit my boy. I'm glad that he said it, and it was said. But Rio definitely got that from somebody else in our chat. Come on, stream, y'all. What we doing? What we doing? Why is my FanDuel not pulling up? Bruh. I don't know, y'all. I tried to pull the screen up. It went a little smooth last week. I already called stream, y'all, to see how the fuck I could solve this, get ahead of this. They told me to pull my screen up to share my screen before I started the stream so the transitions will be seamless. And we still here. And we still here. Oh, all right, bet. So maybe I just gotta talk shit about you. Well, let's look at the chat. Man, Terry Peanut head ass, man. Man, Terry Peanut head ass set out for a slight raise. Terry could have signed that contract early in the off season as well, bro. Because if you look at that contract, bro, he signed, as I say, he signed for a slight raise. He sat out all season for a slight raise. That's on Terry. That's on Terry Lord. Almond head ass. All right, bet. Here we go. Thursday night parlay. Keep in mind, you do have that 30% boost. I'm not logging in right now because y'all not about to see my information. And I'm not about to take this screen off and let fucking stream y'all freeze to the stream. So this is what we about to do. Spread 8.5. Vegas plus 410 on the money line. Total 42.5. Total 42.5. All right, so what we gonna do? Shit, my nose. Fuck. Might need to take a Benadryl. Knocked out like Tracy. All right. We about to get a little freaky today. For the longest reception. Longest reception. We going Trey Tucker over 17.5 yards. Longest reception, Trey Tucker over 17.5 yards. Let's see what's next. Pass and props. Oh, that's low. Both of them. Geno 212. Bo Nix 215. Why are both of these so low? I know Jacoby Myers not playing, but Denver has their full repertoire of weapons, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna go Bo Nix under 215. I'm gonna go Geno. Most passing yards in the game. Because they're going to be trailing. He's going to be chasing. I'm going to go. Damn, 3 leg. Keep in mind, you got the 30% profit boost. I'm going to go J.K. Dobbins. $60 rushing yards on the alt line. That takes us to 444. George, what you like, George? George, what you like? Let me know what you like. You 2 for 2 the last 2 weeks, George. What you like? What you like, George? I like a JK anytime touchdown. We need one more. Honestly, if you had the 30% odds, this would turn your $10 to $100, but we're going to do it without the profit. I mean, the 30% profit boost. This would already turn your $10 into $100, but I know, George. I got us, George. I remember what you said. You said over everything Brock Bowers. I'm not going over Brock Bowers because we're going to play it safe. We're going to go to Brock Bowers' alternate receiving yards, though. We're going to play that 50. We're going to play that 50 ball. We're going to play that 50 ball. All right, 6-leg parlay. $10 win you $108.50. Trey Tucker over 17.5 for his longest reception. Bo Nix under 215.5 passing yards. Geno Smith, most passing yards in the game. J.K. Dobbins, 60 rushing yards. J.K. Dobbins, touchdown or anytime touchdown score. Brock Bowers, alternate receiving line, 50 yards. Plus 1085 on the. There you go, George. I ain't going to go over because it's a parlay. I like the straight bet over, George. But, I'm just trying to get us over the plus 1,000 odds. So I'll read it one more time before we tap out of here. Trey Tucker over 17.5 for the longest reception. Bo Nix under 215.5 passing yards. Geno Smith, most passing yards in the game. J.K. Dobbins, 60 rushing yards on the alt line. J.K. Dobbins, anytime touchdown score. And Brock Bowers, 50 receiving yards on the alt line. I think that's good money. As of right now, before the 30% profit boost, $10 wins you $108.50. Add the 30% profit boost, that's going to be like $125. So I think we good money. Damn, you see the odds changing right before our eyes. They must have heard us. Somebody must have played this bet in the chat. Somebody must have played this damn bet in the chat. This is our longest Commander Caucus stream of the season. I appreciate y'all. I'm tired of shit. I'm about to go take some Benadryl. Y'all see my nose fucking with me right now. I appreciate y'all. Smash that subscribe button. Smash that like button. Tell a friend to come join us next week. Because even if we lose, which I expect us to do, I'm giving y'all the platform to crash out, to praise, to do whatever you want to do with this team. Pause. That sounded crazy. But I'm out. Peace.